trying to crowdsource to get more information. A bunch of military personnel said they saw a craft, a triangular shaped craft, hovering over the base.
If you look in the picture, you can see like a black triangular shape.
Mysterious flying objects have been spotted in the sky, leaving people confused and really scared. Every day, new sightings are coming out. Just recently, a triangular UFO was seen in India, joining countless other reports of unexplainable flying crafts. So let's dive into these shocking new sightings and see what's really out there.
Oh, now look at.
Have you ever seen a strange shape in the sky that made you look twice? In Karachay-Cherkessia, Russia, people spotted a massive triangle UFO hovering near a hill. It stayed there for a while before disappearing behind the hill. And this wasn't an isolated sighting. Brazil had its own encounter with a black triangular UFO in July 2023, while Amsterdam saw a white one in 2019. Even the infamous Area 51 witnessed a triangle-shaped UFO with lights underneath, leaving a white trail in the air. Then in Pakistan, locals spotted a dark triangle cutting through the sky. Are these mysterious triangles here on a secret mission? The whole world is seeing things that no one can explain. UFO Vze Pilot. What unusual sights do pilots see high above the clouds? While flying over Colombia, a pilot spotted something shocking at 12,500 feet, a shiny oval object zipping past his plane. He turned around to get a better look, seeing it change direction and speed in ways no normal aircraft could. It wasn't a balloon, drone, or anything familiar. Capturing it on his phone, he chased the mystery object until it vanished into thin air. His video got people curious. Could it be a secret project or something from another galaxy? Either way, it made for one unforgettable flight. Inverted pyramid. In Orderville, USA, residents had a rare encounter that left them questioning reality. Between two high peaks, a strange shape appeared, an upside-down pyramid hovering in the sky. Its triangular structure was lined in layers, each line looking like it served some unique purpose. The perfect design made it seem capable of moving through the air or staying perfectly still. Some believe it might use those layers to control gravity itself. Others have said that the mountains hide a secret alien base. Whatever it is, this sighting has made many locals scan the skies, waiting for the next visit. Frisbee UFO. In California, people looked up to find something bizarre in the sky. A UFO flying in line with two jets. Shaped like a frisbee, the mysterious craft seemed to be moving right alongside them. Onlookers were thinking if the jets were chasing it, or if they were all flying together in some coordinated mission. The government never gave an explanation, acting as if the incident hadn't even happened. But those who saw it knew they'd witnessed something unusual, leaving them to forever remember that day when planes and UFOs shared the same sky. Secret alien mission. One quiet evening, strange red lights appeared over a nearby hilltop, sparking curiosity among onlookers. Attached to an oddly shaped aircraft, they floated mysteriously in the sky. Suddenly, a dark shape dropped from the craft, landing quietly on the hill below, and a white trail began drifting from the object. Just as viewers thought they'd seen it all, the lights blinked, and the object sped away faster than any plane could. Some even said it might have been a secret alien mission. Highway UFO Mystery. On September 3rd, 2022 at 9:30 a.m., a driver in Los Angeles got the surprise of his life while heading down the highway. Something unusual in the sky caught his attention. It wasn't a plane or a bird, it was a flying saucer. The disc-shaped object glided smoothly through the air, seemingly unaware of the cars below. The shocked driver quickly grabbed his phone and started filming. The UFO just kept going as if it was taking a quiet flight over the busy city. Could aliens have been aboard that UFO? Only time will reveal the truth. Mountain visitors. You might have heard about UFOs, but have you ever seen one up close? Recently, some locals spotted an unexpected sight over a mountain range. Two strange objects appeared in the sky, one big, one small. They looked just like flying saucers from the movies. The coolest part was the ring of lights around the middle of each. These lights weren't steady, they blinked on and off, which seemed odd for daytime. Were they sending some kind of signal? But the question remained, what were these visitors looking for? Before anyone could get a closer look, both saucers vanished into the air. F-22 Vze UFO. Guess what? Even fighter pilots sometimes see things they can't explain. A US Navy F-22 pilot was flying over snowy Alaska when something strange appeared. It wasn't a bird or another plane, it was an alien flying craft. The pilot quickly started filming as the mysterious object zoomed toward him. The UFO got super close, then whoosh! It flew right behind his jet. Just when things were getting exciting, the video cut off. What happened next? Did the UFO disappear? Torch in sky. Flying torch was caught in the sky in Alaska, and that sounds weird, but it's the truth. Take a look yourself. A long, tube-like object appeared in the sky. One end had a flickering light, just like a giant flashlight. As people watched, something even crazier happened. Two jets zoomed in, flying right near the strange object. Were they trying to catch it? Maybe, but catching a UFO isn't easy. Just as it looked like the jets might get close, poof. The object vanished into thin air. Looks like this sky torch wasn't ready to be caught just yet. Ocean portal. Did you know the ocean is still full of secrets waiting to be discovered? One sunny day near a small sandy island, beachgoers experienced a shocking surprise that would leave them in awe. As they enjoyed the sun and surf, a scene unfolded that seemed unbelievable. Behind a large rock in the sea, objects began rising from the water, one after the other. They zoomed into the sky, moving faster than any plane. There were so many, like a swarm of giant metallic UFOs. The people that saw this think the rock hides a secret underwater base, or perhaps a gateway to another world. Were they gathering for a special mission? The beachgoers rubbed their eyes, but when they looked again, the sky was empty. Octopus UFO. Imagine glancing up to see a giant octopus floating in the sky. That's what some folks in Mexico thought one day. This wasn't your typical UFO. With four long, dark arms dangling beneath it, the object resembled a sea creature gracefully gliding through the clouds. Locals gathered to watch the strange sight, captivated by this skybound octopus moving as if it were swimming. The unusual UFO sighting has left people talking to one another about this mysterious sighting. Shiny ocean saucer. Imagine a shiny flying saucer with rainbow-colored light zooming across the ocean. At first, it looked like a silver disc, but on closer inspection, bright lights sparkled around its edges, almost like a floating disco ball. Some locals believe it might be a UFO emerging from a secret underwater base. The colorful lights, flashing and dancing across the dark sea, seemed like signals inviting others to join. The sight has left everyone questioning what lies beneath the ocean's surface. Whatever it was, it left behind an unforgettable light show over the waves. UFO Army. In February 2020, a passenger on a plane noticed a mind-bending sight out his window. Three arrow-shaped objects floating over the mountains. Unlike the usual round or triangular UFOs, these had pointed bottoms and seemed almost too perfectly aligned to be random. One was much larger, looking like the leader of the group. Each arrow had a white light at the top, casting an eerie glow. The objects hung still, giving passengers chills as they watched. It was as if these sky arrows were sending a silent message. Korean UFO. A hiker in South Korea saw something out of the world, and that isn't an exaggeration. In 2019, while climbing a rocky mountain, he spotted a white disc in the sky. But this wasn't any frisbee, it looked just like a flying saucer. The hiker watched as the saucer slowly moved down toward the mountaintop, as if it might even land. It gleamed in the sunlight, making the hiker rub his eyes in disbelief. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. This close encounter left him with an amazing story beyond the scenic views. Weird UFO. Think you know what UFOs look like? This one in Chile will surprise you. A local spotted something strange floating in the sky. At first, he thought it was just a kite, but as it got closer, he realized it was way cooler. It looked like an upside-down pyramid with a round light on the bottom. Could it have been flying the wrong way up, or maybe space gravity works differently? The weird pyramid slowly floated down behind some trees, making it look like it was landing. It gave the onlooker an unforgettable story that he'll be talking about for years. UFO splits. What secrets hide in the depths of the ocean? In 2013, something incredible happened near Puerto Rico that still confuses experts. It started with a strange object zipping through the air at an airport, delaying a plane's takeoff. Caught on camera, the UFO suddenly split into two and then dove into the ocean, continuing to speed along underwater. Even scientists who studied the footage couldn't figure it out. This baffling underwater UFO, known as the Aguadilla Mystery, remains one of the most fascinating and unexplained sightings to this day, leaving many to wonder about what lurks in the sea. Nighttime visitor. Home security cameras are usually there to catch burglars, but sometimes they capture something far more mysterious. One October night in Kansas City, a homeowner got the shock of his life. On his CCTV screen appeared a massive, strange shape in the sky, partly see-through, almost as if it were hiding. It drifted past trees and streetlights before disappearing in an instant. The quick glimpse was enough to leave the neighborhood talking for weeks. What was that strange visitor that zipped by? For some, it was proof of something otherworldly, hovering close to home. Sending signals. Sometimes you see things that are simply unbelievable. That's what happened to a tourist hiking through some mountains. In the sky above, he saw a giant round object with a bright white hole in the center that shone like a lighthouse. As he watched, the light kept flashing on and off, leaving him stunned. Some believe it was a UFO using its lights to send signals, maybe even trying to communicate with other worlds. Whatever it was, the sight has sparked curiosity about what might really be out there in our universe, watching from above. What do you have to say about it? Chameleon UFO. Ever seen something flying that changes color? Witnesses were stunned as two white objects appeared above a city, then suddenly turned blue. These color-changing UFOs moved silently, glowing and transforming as if communicating in secret code. Some think the color shifts are to hide their presence or send messages to each other, while others say it's a strange form of energy powering them. Whatever the reason, these UFOs put on a show that kept viewers captivated and left them stunned by what other tricks might be hidden in the skies. Floating jelly. Have you ever seen a jellyfish in the sky? That's what people in Clinton, Missouri thought they saw on April 29th, 2024. But this wasn't an ocean creature, it was something much stranger. The UFO looked just like a big floating jellyfish with a white rope hanging down like a jellyfish's tentacle. Maybe it used the rope to keep its balance in the air. The top of the jellyfish had white lights, and it moved smoothly through the sky without a sound. Whatever it was, it sure made for an out-of-this-world sighting. Diamond UFO.
I swear on God, like I have no experience with Photoshop or whatever the
Ever looked up and seen something that made you rub your eyes in disbelief? On June 27th, 2022, people in Medellin, Colombia saw something that left them speechless. High above the clouds, a strange object appeared, not round or saucer-shaped like typical UFOs. This one looked like a giant shiny diamond floating in the sky. It just hung there, perfectly still for over an hour. Was it on a mission, maybe scanning the city below? Whatever its purpose, it sure made Medellin's skies a lot more interesting that day. Unusual craft.
Oh, now look at.
Did you know the sky can put on a light show better than any fireworks? In May 2022, people in Waterloo, Iowa got to witness something unforgettable. As night fell, an unusual craft lit up the sky. It wasn't a star or a plane, but a glowing triangle. And it was no ordinary triangle. It seemed to change shape as bright lights pulsed all over it with a weird plasma-like effect. Could it have been a UFO with its unique shapes and lights? It sure didn't look like any regular aircraft. Backyard behemoth. In Lebanon, a local got the surprise of his life right in his backyard. He spotted a huge silver-white object floating in the sky, but this wasn't just any UFO, it was gigantic. Mysterious lights covered its surface, making it look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. As he watched, the enormous ship slowly lowered itself and questions started running through his mind. Why had it come to Earth? What was its purpose? No one knows, but this mystery ship left everyone in awe. Strange shapes.
They're not even moving. It's staying still.
Imagine driving down the highway and seeing something that makes you stop in your tracks. That's what happened near Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles on September 8th, 2022. A driver spotted not one, but two amazing objects in the sky. They weren't planes or balloons, they were diamond-shaped UFOs. The strange part, these sky diamonds didn't move at all. They just hung there, seemingly watching the city below. Whatever their mission was, these diamond UFOs sure gave LA drivers an exciting sight to talk about. Night orbs. The night sky is usually all about stars and the moon, but in India, some locals were in for a surprise. Above the busy roads, strange red orbs appeared. At first, people thought they were airplanes, but these orbs didn't move like any planes. They hovered in the air, glowing like mysterious red balloons. Was this an unexpected light show, or maybe visitors from another world checking out India's nightlife? Whatever these orbs were, they definitely made for an unforgettable sight on the drive home. Passenger Spots UFO. Ever wondered what it's like to see a UFO up close? One airline passenger got that chance. Looking out the window, he spotted an unexpected visitor. It was a shiny disc, like a giant frisbee. The sun made its surface sparkle as it flew alongside the plane. Then suddenly, the disc zipped below and disappeared. Where did it go? No one knows. But this passenger sure got more than just scenic views on his flight. Window surprise. One passenger on a plane over the USA witnessed an incredible sight. Expecting to see clouds or tiny houses, instead, the passenger saw a UFO. The disc-shaped object seemed to come closer to the plane, and he even pointed at it in amazement. But before anyone could get a better look, zoom! It sped off faster than anyone could blink. Talk about an unexpected in-flight show. Sky Intruder. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a soldier on guard duty? In Ukraine, a group of fighters had a night they wouldn't forget. Out of nowhere, a disc-shaped object with a white light below it appeared in the sky. The fighters couldn't believe their eyes. It looked like nothing they'd ever seen. Was it a UFO watching over Earth's conflicts? This sighting left everyone questioning if visitors from outer space might be closer than we think. Let me know you think about it in the comments below. Sky Spinner? Imagine being a pilot, soaring high above the clouds in your aircraft. What would you do if you saw something impossible? That's what happened to a Colombian pilot one fateful day. While flying, he spotted a massive silver disc in the sky. It wasn't a cloud or another plane. It was something completely extraordinary. Excited, he quickly grabbed his camera. The disc spun rapidly as it zoomed past his plane, creating a mesmerizing sight. The video he captured was so clear that viewers felt they could reach out and touch it. When he shared it with fellow pilots, they were astonished. What could it be? Was it a visitor from another world? The mystery of Jorge's flying disc remains unsolved. Twinkling Traveler. One afternoon, a local looked up and noticed a strange shape floating above. It wasn't a bird or a plane, it was something completely different. The object was dark and somewhat square, but also elongated, moving silently through the air. There was no sound, no trail behind it. The locals speculated about its origin. Some believed it might be a new design of a UFO on a specific mission, but where was it heading? The mysterious object left everyone guessing, filling their minds with wild ideas. What was its purpose? Why was it there? The unanswered questions lingered in the air as no one knew the actual truth behind the dark sky visitor. Dark Sky Visitor. One day, a local looked up and saw a strange shape floating above. It wasn't a bird or a plane, it was something totally different. The object was dark and a bit square, but also kind of long. It moved silently through the air, not leaving any trail behind. Some folks thought it might be a new design of a UFO that came for some specific purpose. But where was it going? It has left everyone guessing, as no one knows the actual truth. Smoky Moon Mystery. Have you ever gazed at the night sky and seen something utterly peculiar? Late one night in Newark, East Sussex, locals witnessed a super strange event. They looked up to see something resembling a silver moon, but it was different. Surrounding this shiny sphere was a perfect ring of white, smoky material, casting an otherworldly glow. Someone quickly recorded a video to share the incredible sight. Just then, a plane flew by, contrasting sharply with the stillness of the smoky moon. But the strange object didn't move. It hovered quietly, glowing mysteriously. Was it a secret experiment, or perhaps a visitor from another galaxy? Sky Puzzle. In Fulham, UK, an observer spotted an unusual craft floating high above the city. It was round and silver, gliding effortlessly near an airplane, but it wasn't another plane. The eyewitness initially thought it could be a balloon, but something didn't add up. How could a balloon reach such heights? Intrigued, he filmed the object and shared it with neighbors who quickly gathered to speculate. Everyone had different theories about what it could be. A shiny UFO, a top secret military test. The excitement filled the air as people debated the possibilities. Whatever it was, the sight of the strange craft turned an ordinary day in Fulham into an unforgettable experience, leaving everyone with questions that begged to be answered. Mountain Marvel. Some people have seen things so shocking that they could hardly believe their eyes. In a city nestled near some mountains, a local encountered an incredible scene. Floating in the sky was an object shaped like a tic-tac. The tic-tac shaped thing moved smoothly through the air, gliding without any visible wings or propellers. How was it flying? Some people speculated it might be a drone or a toy, but it was too large for that, and no strings were in sight. The sight sparked imaginations, and everyone began to wonder if it could be a UFO. What an unexpected sight to behold. This unusual encounter left many excited, pondering the possibilities of what was really up there. Beach surprise. One sunny day in Ibiza, beachgoers were in for a shocking surprise. Two bright white objects suddenly appeared in the sky above the sparkling sea, captivating everyone's attention. They weren't seagulls or planes. They moved with an elegance that felt otherworldly. Excitedly, people grabbed their phones to capture this strange sight. Even a famous actor vacationing nearby came to witness the spectacle.
I'm in Ibiza. I saw a UFO sighting.
After the objects vanished as quickly as they appeared, curious locals began to ask questions. Where did they come from? Why were they there? Some speculated it might be a secret test, while others were a bit more superstitious about Ibiza being a destination of some extraterrestrial visitors. The mystery left everyone with unforgettable vacation stories. Night Sky Pyramid. On New Year's Eve in Bogota, Colombia, people got a massive surprise. As fireworks exploded in the air, something else caught their attention. A dark, upside-down pyramid floating above the city. This was no ordinary flying object. It hovered silently, its unusual shape clear against the night sky. People rubbed their eyes in disbelief, questioning if they were seeing things. Some say pyramid-shaped UFOs are becoming more common, replacing the classic flying saucers. Could it be that different alien groups have their own spaceship designs? As the clock struck midnight, the mysterious pyramid vanished, leaving everyone in Bogota wondering what else might be out there in the vast dark sky. Texas Light Show. In Texas, a driver got the surprise of a lifetime. Two bright red streaks suddenly appeared in the dark sky, but these weren't ordinary shooting stars. They moved in bizarre patterns, unlike anything seen before. The driver quickly recorded the incredible sight on his phone. The red light zipped across the sky and then suddenly halted, hovering momentarily like tiny glowing moons. Just as swiftly as they appeared, the lights zipped away into the night. Could they be visitors from far outer space on some mysterious mission? That night, the Texas driver witnessed a light show he would never forget, adding another chapter to the ongoing saga of the unknown.
They gotta be airplanes.
Cigar Mystery. As a passenger watched the clouds roll by, a strange craft appeared in the distance. It was long and thin, resembling a giant floating cigar. This sky cigar wasn't drifting lazily. It zipped through the clouds at incredible speed, leaving the passenger astonished. He quickly grabbed his camera to capture the surreal sight. Was it a secret military aircraft, or maybe something from beyond our world? Whatever it was, that sky-high cigar sighting became a remarkable story that the passenger would share for years to come. If only they didn't have the video to prove it. Dancing saucer. Some fortunate people in Italy experienced something utterly mysterious on an ordinary day. A shiny saucer-shaped object appeared high above them, captivating their attention. But this was no ordinary flying disc. The saucer spun slowly, displaying its entire round shape in all its glory. People quickly grabbed their cameras, unable to believe their eyes. As they watched, the saucer executed graceful maneuvers in the air, moving in ways no airplane could replicate. Italy might have had some otherworldly visitors that night. Polygonal UFO. In the Netherlands, an unusual craft grabbed a local's attention. Floating silently above city rooftops was a dark, polygonal shape unlike any known aircraft. He quickly grabbed his camera, zooming in to capture this odd sight. The object looked black and three-dimensional, almost like a 3D puzzle drifting in the sky. Sometimes it seemed perfectly clear, and then it blurred, as if hiding. Soon, word spread across town. Could this strange sight be a visitor from another world? A UFO? The strange craft left the town buzzing, sparking curiosity and excitement about what might be out there, hidden in the universe. Pod people. High above the clouds in Spain, people noticed a peculiar sight. A pod-shaped object, light brown in color, floated silently through the sky. The pod suddenly rotated, drawing more attention as it seemed to reveal a glass-like screen that hinted at life inside. Zooming in, a bright white glow appeared from within, hinting at something mysterious. Many think this was a glimpse of alien visitors. Whatever it was, the object left behind an unforgettable video that has made people really curious. The sighting has people questioning what mysteries the skies might be hiding, far from human eyes. Dancing UFO. On a sunny June day in 2021, a local caught sight of something unexplainable. Hovering high above was a small, round, black object that defied normal flying patterns. This strange dancer zipped back and forth, stopping suddenly, then spinning as if it had a mind of its own. The movements left onlookers feeling uneasy, with many wondering if it was a UFO on some mysterious mission. The object eventually drifted out of sight, but the memory of that eerie sight stayed with everyone who watched it, leaving them hungry for answers. Moonlight Mystery. You know how the moon brightens the night sky? Now imagine witnessing not one, but two moons. One January night, drivers in East and North Texas saw something incredibly strange. At first, it appeared as though a second moon had appeared, shining brightly, but then things took an even stranger turn. The bright white light began to split apart, revealing several glowing orbs silently floating above the road. Drivers slowed down, mesmerized by the stunning light show unfolding before them. Some speculated it might be a clever prank or a secret military experiment. Others wondered if Texas was indeed the site of some outlandish visitors from beyond the stars.
Sí, mira.
It's time for today's open discussion. One evening in Rajasthan, India, locals gathered near the mountains, witnessing a sight that defied explanation. A massive triangular object emerged in the twilight sky, adorned with 3 large red circular lights and 3 smaller white ones. It hovered silently, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. Suddenly, an almost blinding beam shot down from the triangle, piercing the darkening sky. In an instant, it shot upward with astonishing speed, disappearing from view in mere seconds. The onlookers were left in stunned silence, grappling with questions that lingered in the air. Was it an experimental aircraft, a natural phenomenon, or something beyond comprehension? People of India will never forget this experience. And you don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos.